It's good blow.
Hello and welcome to the Classically Urban Podcast. My name is Baby Ice Cube, and you just heard Cody over there sniffling.
I am the legacy.
We don't do blow.
My name's Georgeopoulos.
I'm OG Philly G.
That was good. Like I pressed record, and you're just like, "That was a good one." I was like, "God damn it!"
No, he said that's good blow. That's why I had to clarify, because he was just clearing his
God damn it.
You're an idiot.
That's gonna be that's a good intro. I like that.
Oh my god. Okay. God. Cody broke his streak of being sober, or not sober, not fucked
Sober
up.
for 1 week.
Yeah.
I was sober for one podcast, and god damn it, I messed up again. Sucks. I thought I was gonna. I swear, I always forget we do it on Sunday, and I go out on Saturday like, yeah, I've been at work all week, I'm gonna get fucked up. Then I wake up and I'm like, oh no, I gotta go talk. It's so hard to string sentences together.
And then you got to deal with our loud asses all day.
Oh man, it's okay though. I'm chugging along.
Yeah, I had to fight you to get you on up to this fucking table.
So warm. I was just
About to sleep on my goddamn couch.
don't drink,
No.
children. Don't drink alcohol.
I don't think children should listen to this in general. So, you know.
Any other young kids out there who listen to this podcast, don't drink. It's bad for you.
Yeah, and don't tell your parents we're crazy because we're
Drugs
not.
are bad.
I mean, we are crazy, but you know. All right. Well, I guess we can just continue the conversation we were just having before I started this, and before Cody decided to say we do blow.
EA, bitch ass.
It's not just them though.
Yeah, I know. But
It's just the movement of all video gaming all of a sudden. Which
and I think it really got popular from what was it, CS:GO?
probably, yeah,
I think it's where it really started to pop off.
What is that?
Counter-Strike.
Oh.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Yes, I believe so.
Offensive.
I don't remember.
Because I always see that, and I never really understood what it was. Like,
So
I didn't
it's
understand what
Counter-Strike.
PUBG was until a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I knew the game. I
It's a
didn't know
fantastic game.
Comes from H1Z1.
It does. But, I mean, I can't think of a game now that doesn't have microtransactions.
Fuck.
Like, you can't.
None.
You can't
None.
think
Even
of one.
Assassin's Creed Origins. That's
Yep.
a
I was about to
single-player
ask you,
game.
did that one have?
Yep.
No. Granted,
It has
A lot of-
microtransactions?
yeah, a lot of it is like
What?
Most Ubisoft stuff does.
yeah, aesthetics, like some weapon packs.
See, I have no problem with that because, well, actually, I don't know. I don't know if I have a problem with that because why wouldn't you have just fucking put that in the game in the first place?
Money.
Yeah, that too. And not to mention one of the
Bullshit.
microtransactions, they're called time savers. Like you have to gather material for crafting and such,
Yeah.
and you can just buy that material. So that I like actually.
Which that's a little bit more useful than just.
Nah, that's
yeah,
whack
you
because
know.
that's like
Because I barely have enough
you're
time.
paying to play less of the game.
I guess, yeah.
They're just paying to get through it quicker.
Yeah, so you're paying to play less. You've already paid money to play the game. Now you can pay more money to
Finish
not
the game.
play the game.
I get what you're saying, but like, I guess for me, it doesn't bother me because I'm the kind of gamer that like once I get through the storyline and I feel satisfied with the number of missions I do after that point, I don't care. Like I can stop playing.
See,
the game.
I'm the type of gamer where I wanna, like, most free roam games that I play, Far Cry for example,
Great game.
Far Cry 3 when that came out, I was like, this is fucking wow, this is amazing. But
Yeah.
usually with games like that, I usually go out and try and get all the abilities and extras, like right in the beginning,
Yeah.
everything that I possibly can, and then I do the story. Because then I could just do the story like I'm a fucking god.
Yeah.
That's what I did in Far Cry, because I unlocked everything that I could on the first island. I went out and hunted all those animals, got all the skins. I did all the secret missions for the special animal skins,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went through the game like one shit.
Yeah. I mean that's what I do in games like The Witcher. It's like I'll do all the sides.
Fuck the fucking Witcher.
I do all the side
no,
shit.
The Witcher's tremendous.
I'm not gonna say that, but
I think
fuck my
that's the one game I
experience.
can think of that I don't think there's a microtransaction in it.
Well, because it makes no sense.
I mean, it has DLC.
But that's not the
Yeah.
microtransaction to me. Anyway, I level up my character like 5 levels past the next mission I want to do, and then I just go through the mission and it's done. It's easy.
Fuck The Witcher.
I mean, it's a great game.
The one game I really wanted to play, I just fucking couldn't.
It's a great fucking game.
Did you ever hear the story, Phil?
No.
You're looking at me like you were confused.
Yeah.
So I had to restart The Witcher about three or four times, and after the fourth time, after killing the same griffin in the very beginning of the game 4 times, I was like, I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't even want to try at this point because I've done this so many times.
Yeah.
I've seen that fucking cutscene of him and what was it, Yennefer?
Yep.
Riding the horses in the fucking what are their names? The fucking ghosty people.
The hunt.
The wild hunt.
The wild hunt's chasing you, and then I had to I got interviewed by that
The
one
emperor.
his little assistant.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember his name.
Which I didn't like that part of the game. That turned me off to it really early on in the game when my first playthrough. How he's asking you all those questions about something that happened in the past, and you're supposed to like give him an answer. It's like,
Yeah, it's.
I didn't play the other Witches.
Yeah, I hate when they do that in video games. I'd rather they just kind of like either not do it or just assume one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can. What's it called? There's when you
Because
start a new
I didn't
game-
like it. The reason I didn't like it is because it gives you options of what to say to him, and it's like you telling him what actually happened in said scenario, and I feel like that could have like changed something in the game later on, right?
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah. How the fuck? I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea what the fuck I'm saying.
There's an option that says don't simulate Witcher 2 save. As in, he won't ask you those questions. You'll have a different conversation. Because I originally did that too. I was like, and then I was like, I went back
Wait,
and I restarted.
Oh, I didn't know.
there's
know
an
that.
option in the game to cut that out?
Yeah.
See,
Really?
I played The Witcher 2, so I knew all those scenarios and
Yeah.
what happened.
You
but
played The Witcher 2?
Mhm.
What?
It's backwards compatible.
Yeah. Plus, it's free on Xbox.
Do you play as Homeboy?
Geralt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
In Witcher 2?
Yeah. You're with the beginning mission.
Is it
Is-
just like Witcher 3?
No.
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 No. Mechanics are way worse.
I like the mechanics in Witcher 3 though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like because the game.
I
How old is-
really liked the fighting. I love
the fighting's nowhere near the same.
Yeah, no. Witcher 2 came out in 2011. So
Yeah, it's really clunky. Yeah.
Was
kinda
it a
sucks.
360 game?
Mhm.
Really?
I mean, it was a great story. It's still all the same like concepts of monsters. You have to study the monsters in order to know how to kill them. You have your signs and all that stuff. And combat is melee and
Damn it,
magic.
man! You're making
but
me want to play it.
It's good. It's
But every time I load it up, I'm just reminded, like, oh, you got to do this shit again.
what if someone played that Griffin part for you? Then from there, you just went.
Bro, I played through more than just the Griffin part. It's just like an example.
you got all the way to Skellige.
Yeah,
is-
I mean, you can.
and that was another reason that I decided not to play it. That because that one gameplay, I got all the way to Skellige Island, and then when I was like, what was I doing? What was I tracking, like a Cyclops or something, like a giant?
Yeah.
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 I was doing something like I was on the way to do all that. I was on that island and I was like whooping serious ass. And then I loaded it up like a day later.
It was
and
like,
said,
fuck
game
you.
save corrupt. And I was like,
That's like every gamer's demise.
I was
right
like,
there.
what the fuck does that mean? And you know what was extra shitty about it? It was because there was this free DLC for like different costumes for I think it was Yennefer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which confused me because do you get to play as her?
No.
I heard-
but You can change your
It was
appearance.
different.
For
Appearance.
Siri?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
'cause
get to play Siri.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I played a Siri a few times.
Yeah, but she's a badass, by the
Yeah,
way.
she is low-key hard, yeah. But I was like, okay, so I downloaded those just because, like, all right, fuck it, right? What happened?
Phil had this face just like just on it.
But yeah, I
I'm
figured.
just paying attention because I never really played the game, so I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
You should definitely play it though.
Yeah.
It's a great game.
A lot of fucking time you have to put into
Oh,
it. though.
God.
Exactly. That's probably why I haven't.
The one thing that it's almost intimidating how much shit is in the
Yep.
game. It's like, what?
It's ridiculous.
And I had just started to get comfortable with it too. Oh, but yeah, basically, I had got those free DLCs just because they were like costumes. I was like, ah, fuck it, right? Why
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
It's free. I like free shit.
Yeah.
Why would you say no? So I downloaded all of them, and then it said like something about your DLC, something about my DLC like not being downloaded. And I'm like, what? And so they had gotten deleted. So I was like, okay. So I downloaded them again, and apparently them being deleted and downloading again corrupted my save.
That sucks.
I don't know how,
That sucks.
but it was like, yeah, you can't play. You can't do that. And I was like, well, why? And the game's like, just because. Fuck you, Cody. You don't deserve to play me. Oh. Fair enough. Yeah.
That's Cody's experience with Witcher 3 right there.
Yeah, fuck The Witcher. Sure, it's a great game. It
It's-
deserves all the
dude,
awards and
oh.
praise it got, but fuck that fucking game.
Anyway, microtransactions, where we started this conversation at.
Oh shit.
So, do you
I'm
guys?
honestly still trying to think of a game that doesn't have microtransactions.
I mean, The Witcher's the other one I can think of. I guess Skyrim, but that's before. I consider that before the microtransaction era.
Well, Fallout 4 didn't really have microtransactions either, but
I don't think Bethesda games do in general.
they don't make sense.
They don't. The only one that would make sense is Doom, and they didn't even do that because they just made it all free.
Yeah.
Which that's a good game if you want to play that. Doom. All their DLC is free. So
I just remembered. What the fuck? I have the season pass for goddamn Fallout, and I only played like partially of one DLC.
Jesus.
It wasn't that good.
He
game compared to other Fallout games, it wasn't that good.
I think what your problem was you played Fallout 3 too much.
No.
No, he played New Vegas more than
That
3.
too. I mean, even that's still.
Yeah, even then I went into it open.
He's the one who got me to like New Vegas because I didn't like it at first, but he was like, nah. You gotta do this one thing. So I did the one thing. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And he's like, yeah, you gotta do this other thing. So then he had me doing all kind of random side missions, and I was like, oh, this game's actually pretty fucking decent.
But I think what it is just like you got your expectations got too high.
No. On some real shit though, to be honest, that's where New Vegas to me shined. Was that the side missions in New Vegas were fucking dope, and in Fallout 3. The one thing that I noticed about Fallout 4 when I first played, because I bought it when I bought my PlayStation, that was the first game I got because I was like, I need this fucking game.
Yeah.
You know, it was hype. I noticed like my first week of playing the game, I was like, there's not a lot of side missions.
No.
And they're not, and the ones that I played really aren't that cool. Like they're not as interesting or engaging. They're just kind of like,
Gotcha.
hey, go over there and kill those fucking bugs. So you go there, kill the bugs. Hey, thanks. Hey, can you kill some more bugs? Like, no, I don't. I'm not going to.
Yeah. I mean, also the dialogue isn't nearly as awesome as the other games.
Even the other NPCs is just kind of dull.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know.
Also, like fucking my best example of how awesome the old Fallout games, like 3 and New Vegas, how awesome their dialogue was. In Fallout 3, you're being interrogated by someone, and you can give them the answer, fuck you. Then he'll ask another question, and then you can respond, no, seriously, fuck you.
Yeah. And then if you have low intelligence, your character talks like a goddamn ape.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing here?
It's those small
Me
things.
walk.
Those
Yeah.
small things in the game
And
that
they
can
took
make it.
they took all of that out in Fallout 4.
Yeah. Which I think adding a voice protagonist wasn't the best thing they could have done.
Yeah, because that does. That's a good point.
Yeah.
See, that's weird because you say that, but you want your Guardian and Destiny to talk all the time.
Because I don't have choices in that game.
Yeah, that game doesn't give you choices.
I mean, that's fair, but I just feel like it's.
In a game where you don't choose dialogue, there should be no fucking reason the character doesn't talk.
Yeah.
What the hell? It doesn't make sense.
That's just lazy. Well, kind of in Destiny it makes sense because there's 3 different races and each of those races has 2 different genders. So that's 6 voice actors you got to get back from the old games.
I don't even think they
Not
had
really.
voices.
That's not even that hard. 6 voice actors? Think about all the characters.
George,
they
you
already
say
voiced.
this. I don't think there was a voice. I don't think
We
your
didn't.
dude talked in
We
Destiny.
didn't. We didn't.
No, you did.
No,
we didn't.
No, you
In
didn't.
In Destiny 1,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
I heard he talked like once.
Yeah.
One. Once.
No, you talked a couple times, but
No, I think it was literally once.
It was literally.
no,
once.
because you talked to the, no, you didn't talk during the speaker, but you talked enough to
I think you said
Justify.
2 words, and that was when the chick was
That's
on.
just what
screen.
Nevin told me. I heard you don't talk like but
I
once.
think it was the chick at the top of on the moon when you were
Yeah.
going to fight the Hive. That the Guardian that was up there with the pulse rifle that you get when you beat the game.
yeah.
I think the moment you saw her up there was the only time you talked during that game.
No,
you didn't. I don't think you talked to the
you
Awoken. I don't
Talked
think.
enough to justify it. Like it made sense when he talked. He didn't talk a lot, but he talked enough to justify it.
I don't remember him talking at all. But I mean, like I said, I don't remember. So you might be right, but
Yeah.
that's the only time I remember him talking.
He talked enough so when he stopped talking, I was like, oh, he's not talking anymore. Like it was established. Oh, he's supposed to talk sometimes. Well, your character's.
But
supposed
I
to
mean,
talk sometimes.
is it really? I mean, because I know it didn't ruin the game for you, but
Oh,
it
absolutely
seemed,
not.
it seemed like a big deal to you, and I just want to know
Well,
like
it's
why
just
that was such a.
annoying. It's annoying in a game, like I just said. If there's a game where you have no dialogue option, like choice, there should be no reason that your character doesn't talk, unless like it's in the story that your character had some shit happen to him or
Yeah.
something. Like I don't know.
Well, I noticed in Destiny, every time your character starts to talk, the ghost just interrupts him.
Yeah.
And which, I mean, that's not a justification for it, but they may be doing that for a reason that we just don't know. Like, they just probably did it just to, I guess, put some humor in it some way, which is terrible humor, but I'm just saying, I don't think I just find it interesting that that was something that you honed in on one of the things you didn't like about Destiny 2.
Actually, I was watching some of the cutscenes for Trials of Osiris or whatever the fuck.
Great expansion, by the way.
Yeah, I want to get it, but just
Curse of Osiris.
Curse of Osiris.
Yeah, Curse, not Trials.
And I know at one point, literally, the ghost was just talking, and like it was so awkward that the character wasn't talking back to him because the ghost at that point he had been gone for most of the story. So the character's literally like just making hand signals as he's talking. Like,
I don't.
this is one of those
remember
moments
that,
where
but-
the character should talk to fill him in, or at least say something, like at least funny. He's like, no time to explain, gotta go. Fuck.
I mean, I feel that.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
but
think of other games where the main character didn't talk.
Halo.
yeah,
ODST.
Master Chief never talked.
Well, no, he did.
I mean, he
What are you
did, but
talking
not.
about?
He didn't in the early ones, did he?
No, he talked.
Did he?
Yeah, he talked.
Did he talk in the first one?
I don't think he talked.
Because remember, he talked to Guilty Spark. He even like screamed enough at Cortana. He talked
Oh,
at least in every cutscene.
In the first, I can't remember the first.
I
one.
can.
Wow. I'm glad you can. Anyway, I'm trying to think of other games where the character didn't talk. You said ODST.
Yeah, Halo, Fable. I know he didn't talk in Fable.
yeah.
2.
Fable doesn't talk.
Oh yeah.
Fable
That,
3.
but that
he
was
did.
one game. None of them.
No, Fable 3 he talked.
Well,
Okay, Destiny
Oh,
1,
yeah, you did.
the two lines that your guardian actually said are, "We go down," and "Come along, little light." That's the only 4 words you say.
Bullshit.
Nope. That's on the Bungie website.
Bullshit.
Ooh, fact checked
That's
your
from,
ass.
don't
that's
give a
from
fuck.
Bungie.
I don't care.
it's a fit.
No, okay.
You cannot care, but when Bungie, the people who made the game, say no, it didn't happen. Guess what? It didn't happen,
Okay, no, he talked to the queen. He talked when he was about to kill the fucking...
bro. It literally said on the Bungie website that didn't
I
happen.
don't give a fuck. I don't care, because I saw him talk. I heard
You
him
didn't
talk.
though.
But I did.
You clearly didn't, bro. The
I
creator
did.
of the game said it didn't happen.
He had lines of dialogue. It was enough to justify
The
him
ghost did more of the talking still in the first one.
What is? How can
Do you
live,
see why I
Because-
get in an argument with him all the time?
Because here's the thing.
How can
It's,
you live in denial when the creator?
let
told
me
you?
see that post. Let me see that post. It's gonna be on like the Bungie forum, and like it was actually a fan who posted.
Which
it.
is, I mean, it's run by Bungie, and I'm sure they check all that shit. That's why they have. That's how Wikipedia works, right?
Yeah, I know.
Wikipedia works
I
the
know.
same way, so it's still credible because they have people checking it constantly. I think
What
you're
game are
just
we talking about
Destiny.
Destiny.
Yeah, I think you're just mistaken, George.
No, because he has more dialogue than that.
Why is it so hard for you just to assume that you were not
Because
assume,
who
but
am I
like
gonna believe? You, my
the
lying
creators
eyes
of
and
the game
ears?
who
my
wrote
lying eyes and ears.
the creators of the game who wrote the dialogue?
Okay, great. There's a difference when I see it happen and then other motherfuckers come
But-
and say
but
no.
They're not other motherfuckers.
They
They
created it.
What are you talking about? I'm so confused.
That's like saying Stephen King didn't ever name it. Like what?
It's like you saying Pennywise's name was Pennywise.
Like
It's like, no, it was Pennywise. Well, Stephen King
King.
says Pennywise. I don't care. I saw Pennywise. Well, you're wrong. Because Stephen King said so.
Okay, let's move on because the only way we can debate this is actually I pull up video.
no.
I'm looking it up.
The way you debate it is if the Bungie creators posted on their forum, "Yo, he only says these 2 lines of dialogue. That's it. You're wrong. You have to accept
he
it.
doesn't.
You have to accept it."
They don't even list a voice actor for the Guardian.
Oh, what? Whoa! How about that,
He said more than that.
George? George.
Because he said more than that.
Oh my God.
Because we're going down there and fucking
Come
come
along,
along, little light. Yeah, no. Right before he fights the end boss, Ghost asks him, "Do you think you can kill a god?" And he goes, "I kind of have to." Yeah.
I don't think you're accurate.
Don't care what you think.
You get all upset, so.
Because you guys are like, "Yo, you fucking stupid."
We never said you're stupid.
Never said you're stupid.
You don't have to say it. You can act like a dipshit. Jesus Christ.
I mean,
What, you're unaware how
nobody's
why are you
nobody's
getting-
acting
why
like
are you
you're stupid.
getting
We're
so
just
angry?
we're just telling you that if the creator said something about the game, then you're wrong. That's how that works.
And if it is a fan and
like
it's
there's
just something
there's
that,
literally you literally can't argue that. If
can.
if the
I
person
can.
who made it says
can.
this didn't happen,
because I remember that happening.
yeah, but it's the creator though.
Pull up.
okay,
Black
listen,
Garden
listen,
fight
listen,
scene.
listen. This is
Pull
what's
up
gonna
Black
happen.
Garden fight
This
scene.
is what's gonna happen. If it's a fan who wrote that and it's wrong, we will give it to you because
How
then we still don't know. But
How
if
about
the
this?
creators
Look up
say it,
Black Garden fight scene. How about that one?
if the creators
We're
say
just
it,
arguing about the dumbest shit right now.
if you're
How about we just move on to the next thing?
Yeah.
well, because we need to figure out why George thinks he's right, even though something.
Okay, I'm doing this. Okay, I'm just gonna go to my phone and I'm gonna look it up.
Well, this is taking a turn. He's officially left the table,
Yeah, I have.
and he's still talking, even though no one can hear him.
This is ridiculous.
All three of them are vigorously searching the internet.
Bungie.net. Everyone on the Bungie.net forum is complaining about how the Guardian doesn't talk.
That's because they just have nothing else better to do.
I'm saying he doesn't talk.
You cannot do that.
Why is this so deep to you, bro?
Don't, because when I say
They can't hear you. They cannot. They literally. They
George,
stop.
nobody can hear you.
I never
Stop.
said it didn't happen. I'm saying that if the
that's,
creator
That's what
said
I
it-
just told him. I was like, if it
I
was
never
a
even
fan,
played the goddamn game.
if it was a fan who
What
said
the
that,
fuck?
Phil, move your phone from that.
I've never played the goddamn game.
Okay, well then there's another line, but
Yeah.
it's 4 words.
Yeah, he talked more than that, meaning that thing is incorrect.
That's fine, but I don't think it's. I think the problem here is that.
But Bungie posted that's all he said. Blah, blah, blah.
First of all, I said if that was a fan who said that, then they're probably wrong.
Right.
So calm the fuck down.
I was
stop
trying-
acting like a child
I
and
was
chill
just
out.
trying to argue with you that if the creator of something says something, then you're wrong.
That's all we were saying. We didn't say that you were wrong.
I didn't say that was factual. I was saying if the creator says something, then you're wrong. And you were like, no. I was like, but yes, that's how that works.
You were
Period.
getting mad at us, sir.
you were arguing about something different, bro.
Whatever, fuck off. No, I love this. Fucking, I'm getting mad. Let's just fucking move on.
the one who got mad.
Yeah, I'm getting mad. Oh, fucking.
I didn't read the art. He didn't even show us the article.
Yeah.
So how can what's you talking about?
Because I closed it out after I read it.
Jesus Christ. All right, next
Oh my
subject.
God, what the hell
Never
is
even
happening?
played the goddamn game.
What is happening?
No, I never even played the fucking game.
Oh my
I think he
God.
had more dialogue. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Creator of the game said he didn't. Well, let's look it up.
First of all-
God, George, you're right, dude. No one even cared, bro.
That
It
is
wasn't that big of a fucking deal.
That's not even how that conversation happened.
I don't care. That's how I remember it. Fuck you. And apparently, what I remember is apparently right.
No.
Fucking morons.
What are you talking about? Your argument, right? Your point right now is irrelevant to what was going on.
Wait, he just said. He said.
He's trying to say because he said something, he's the creator of it, so he's right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
But
What-
we're
that's
talking
what I'm
about
saying.
something
That's
different.
what I'm saying.
We weren't even talking about any of that, bro.
This man said, I said, that's not how the conversation was. He's like, I don't care. That's how I remember it. Fuck off. Like, those were his
Right.
exact words.
Well, that's not how
Jesus fuck. I've been.
that's not how it happened, though.
That was good. That made me
Your
laugh.
problem is you jump to conclusions. All I said was quote myself here. If the creator of the game said it, then you're wrong. And you said, no, I mean something else. And I was like, well, if the creator did it, if I never said he did, because I never played the fucking game and I didn't read the article. You just gotta pay attention. I said if, as in could be, could have happened. I don't know. I didn't read it.
You're acting like you did know though.
No, I didn't. I said
Let's
if.
move the fuck on. Let's move the fuck on. I love this. You say 10 times, let's move the fuck on, George. All right, let's move on. I'm gonna bring this subject back about 8 fucking times. You fucking moron. Been yelling for fucking.
Who's the moron?
You.
You're the one arguing about
I'm
something.
just mad right now. Can we move on? God damn it.
He's mad at me.
I would like to point out our 3 waveforms are a solid fucking block almost.
All right,
my
so let's
God.
move the fuck on.
This
my-
man is fried.
Hold on, guys, real quick.
God.
Real quick. Move the fuck on.
Oh my god. Okay. We'll move on. We'll move on. I gotta breathe for a minute because that was emotional. You know, I got invested in that conversation.
Man.
That was funny. That was funny, bro. We need to make you mad more often. I think that's
No, let's not. You want to know why?
Hey, stop screaming, stop screaming.
You gotta have to not yell into the mic.
Oh my god. Because then when I get mad, you're all like, dude, what the fuck is the problem, man?
I mean, pretty much though. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you? I mean,
You
you didn't
try to make me mad. Then you're like,
I didn't try.
We didn't try. That was not us
No,
trying
you-
to make you mad.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, occasionally I do try to make you mad.
Yeah, exactly. And then you like, I don't know where this aggression is coming from, man. Like,
I sat down here for 2 fucking hours listening to the same conversation over and over and over, and somehow George kept falling for it. Brandon asked the same question.
because no, I have to treat it like it's serious. I have to treat it like it's serious because it might be
Bro, but
serious.
he asked you the same question.
But you have to remember,
and
I
you,
think
and you gave him a different answer every
What
single
the fuck
time.
are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking
You
about?
gave him like a different explanation. You were like, well, because you do this. And Brandon be like, but why are you mad? You'd be like, well, because of this.
What the fuck are you
And he's
talking
like,
about?
but why are you mad? That night that I sat there on that fucking couch.
No, I can't.
And then by the end of it, you were like, it's because you're irrational. You're unreasonable. This is ridiculous.
Because I have to treat it like it's serious. Because like then I got like fucking talking to like we don't really.
Okay,
don't know what's
so
Guys, my stomach hurts so bad.
so we're leaving Destiny 1.
Okay.
Now let's go to Destiny 2.
Two?
Just kidding.
Okay, you had a vicious voice crack there, though.
No, that was just me cutting off halfway through the word.
I got
Yeah.
you. But no, we can't talk about Destiny 2 because
I mean, we can.
you
Destiny 2's.
you don't play Destiny anymore, George.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm focusing on a different game.
Oh my god.
I don't.
Now,
have
we're
that
not having
much
an argument
time.
here, but I'm saying
What?
he thinks that he can only play one video game at a time.
No, I only want to play one video game.
What's
at a
wrong with
time.
that?
There's nothing wrong with that, but he's just like, I don't have time. I'm like,
He doesn't have time.
That's
He's
horse-
invested
that's-
into
that's
something
horse.
else.
Yeah.
Horse.
No. See, this is what I mean. This is get these fucking talking tos.
What are you talking
bro,
about, bro?
we asked him to download Fortnite, which is free, and just try it once. He's like, I don't have time. Okay. So you don't have time to try a 10-minute game.
How about this? You
mean-
fucking convince me. You convince me.
It's literally free. I shouldn't
Okay,
have to convince you.
No, you have to convince me. You
No,
want me
it's
to
free.
do something?
I mean,
Roll a
Everybody
roll,
likes
roll a
free.
persuasion
I mean,
check.
he has a- he has
roll
a-
a persuasion
he has
check.
a point. You have nothing to lose. You just download it real quick and just fucking play it.
Yeah.
And literally, why is downloading? You
Wait,
can
wait,
take
wait,
Assassin's
wait,
Creed.
wait,
You could-
wait,
you
wait,
could just
wait.
download it real quick.
Wait, hold on.
No.
You say download it real quick, but George can't download anything quick.
No, Mike.
Bro,
Mike.
That was a bad voice crack.
God,
I got that.
damn.
Yeah, but
Walmart
George
connection.
can't download anything
Phil,
quick.
how old
so-
are you? 22?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He's
And
a
I'm still growing.
boy.
Going boy.
Boy. But like I just find it interesting that like you can go so hard for like a game at one time, and then once you're done with it, you don't even like think about it anymore.
No, I don't.
Which it's like you don't like you never look. Do you ever look at Destiny like, oh, I really feel like playing that right now?
What, Destiny 2?
Yeah.
No, I want to play it again because it's Trials of Osiris. But I want to
Curse.
finish. Whatever. Yeah, that thing. But I want to play again. But I want to do all the side things in Assassin's Creed Origins because I like the game. It's really fun and the story's really compelling.
That's fair. I mean, I was just wondering why
Yeah.
because it's like we ask you to play games with us, and you're like, no, I'm doing this. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and you two jerk offs.
What did I do?
Fucking-
Hey-oh.
What did I do?
We're always on a
Hey-oh.
peer offline.
Yeah, you're always on a pair offline, so I can never tell who's on. The only 3 people that are usually online that I play games with: George, Brandon, Tracy,
Wait, why do you guys always have it appear offline?
Because
Because I don't want to be bothered.
because they hate me.
No, I don't do it because of that. It's because I don't want like to people to invite me if I'm watching Hulu or Netflix or something, and I usually do that after I play games. So then I just kind of got in the habit of not turning it back off because I'm just lazy. So
So I'm sitting there all by myself, and then oh, Brandon's online. But I had to figure that out by texting.
when I get an Xbox, Phil, I won't appear offline.
Thank you.
But it just doesn't make
I'll
sense.
be nice to you.
I don't. If I'm trying to like, what's it called? Enjoy the story of a single player game, and I'm not playing with you, then you just talking is something I have to deal with. It's not something I don't get anything from it. You know what I mean?
So you just don't like playing video games with us?
Pretty
You can
much.
take it like that, but it's not just a you thing.
It's an everybody thing.
Yeah,
He has a scratch against everybody.
I was just trying to poke that button a little bit.
yeah.
But no, I mean, I just feel like you You know what this is, George? I just wish you'd play video games with us more.
Yep.
You know, because we used to do it all the time, and now you don't even talk
Yeah,
to us.
we used to stay up on school nights playing Minecraft till like 5 a.m.
Facts.
I'd fall asleep and you guys would just build around me.
Yeah.
Or to blow up George's house.
Yeah, over and over and over again.
That was the maddest.
And then-
Or back
Like,
when we
I
all
and then
played
you
Halo.
wonder like why I didn't want to play with you. And then when I got in, it was specifically so you could blow my house again. And then I'm like, okay, rebuild it because I'm not dealing with this for the eighth time this week.
Wait. There was one day, me and Blaine got online, right? And we got in the world that we all had because it was on my Xbox. And then we dug out George's entire floor and stacked it like 64 high with TNT. Mind you, he spawns in his house whenever he logs in. So, and we put a
And then
pressure
there's a-
plate on the outside of the door.
And then there's the one time you put lava around my bed, so every time I
too.
spawn, I burn to death. Mind you, the only time they started to do this to other people when I called them out for not doing it to other people. It's like, dude, why are you getting so mad, bro? It's like because you only do this to me.
But that's what
And-
made it so funny.
And you start hearing
There was
George
plenty of times
scream.
where I remember this one map that we had. I was building my house like on the side of the sandbank. And when I would go out to get resources, I'd come back and Brandon would be in my fucking house placing TNT, and I'd have to like beat the shit out of him, kill him real quick.
Yeah, I'm a bastard in Minecraft for some reason. I don't know why. It just, you know, you can just do whatever you want. I can just
bastard in real
blow
life.
shit. No, I am not.
He has a parent. Parents with an S.
He is a parent. Thanks, Phil.
Pushing up my button.
Where's this coming from?
You said pressing the buttons. I was thinking about that song
Yeah, yeah.
the whole time that you said after you said that.
Like we as a squad used to play
Halo.
Halo,
SWAT.
SWAT.
Headshots all day. I was the worst at it, but that's fine.
And that was the birth of George's ass burgers.
Yeah, no. Yeah, who could you think when you fucked with someone long enough they got really mad?
And then they couldn't remember how to function.
Why did I say you had Asperger's?
Because
that
you
one
were
day?
dicking with me and me exclusively.
Yeah, but why did what did you do that made me say that? I forget. Like
I think I was just screaming. I was like, motherfucker! And then you did that.
and you rage quit. You quit that night. I remember. He fucking
Yeah.
he logged off. He was like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
Yeah. And you wonder what, like, Jesus Christ, these guys are assholes. They're fucking dicks. I swear I hate them.
And then what makes it worse is then you and Cody made up your own language, which, you know,
It was
isn't.
like,
No, that
3
was
years later.
yeah, that was.
No, it was 3 years, but it just perpetuated that idea of George having Asperger's disease. Oh, we're terrible people. We're sorry, George. We really do fuck with you a lot.
Yeah!
Like, Jesus.
I don't know why I got so...
To be honest, the only reason I fuck with you more than I would fuck with Brandon, which, you know, I try to keep it pretty even with you and Brandon, just because. The only reason is because your reactions are funnier.
Yeah, I just kind of look at him like, why? Like,
Yeah, Brandon pretty much gives up after a while. It's just not as fun. And then Phil has never had a reaction to anything I've ever done to him, so it's just like,
That one bean dip.
oh fuck, that scared the shit out of me. Hurry! It was like instant. It scared the shit out of me. That's probably why it kept me from fucking with him for a while. I was like, I don't want to deal with that again.
yeah, I mean, I think George, what is, you just like, you have such these like raw emotional reactions that are just so like
You're
quick
very
and crazy.
emotional. That's
Thanks,
why.
bud.
I mean,
It's
you are.
hilarious.
Not look.
It's not a bad
Emotional doesn't mean you're like in your room crying all the time.
No, it's not a
Emotional-
bad thing.
Emotional means like
You just get heated very easily.
every emotion you show is like
I have a soul.
extreme.
And it's like your true emotion. It's not like you're trying to dub it down.
Yeah, you have a soul. Yeah. Oh, fun fact. Not a fun fact. A little tidbit for you. Fucking asshole. Talk about fucking with me. Fucking being fucked with all the time. This man has been talking shit about me since the goddamn 2nd grade. You know what he's told me since we were kids? You know what he's told me? That I, quote, have
Yeah.
dog shit for soul. Since we were children, he said that. Yeah, you got dog shit for soul. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? So, to counteract that, at work, yeah,
Phaeton.
at work, right? I had a delivery. Oh, this was a while ago. I delivered like some couches and shit to this old couple up in Zionsville. She came back to the store on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. It was Saturday. She came back. She came up to the regional manager, and she said, "You know, I wasn't sure about the guy with the dreadlocks, but
never are.
after he delivered our furniture, you know, he really has a wonderful personality." And I was like, I have to tell George this because
don't
my
say
soul is not dog shit.
I just
That
completely
bastard.
missed my mouth with that water.
I was like, I had an old woman tell me I had a wonderful personality, so fuck you. My soul is not dog shit. It's apparently wonderful.
You're still a terrible person sometimes. Though.
No, I'm a
You can
horrible
still
person.
spray Febreze on dog shit. It smells nice.
Yeah.
True.
Sorry, bud.
So
I mean,
is,
we
so
all-
is my customer service face just Febreze on my dog shit. Just fucking.
But in Cody's defense, we three don't have the best souls in the world either. We're pretty much dog shit too. Like,
I'm a nice guy.
Oh, I don't know whether I should burn this bit because I'm actually pretty proud of it. But do you know that the Jolly Green Giant is racist?
No way.
Giant colored person in a field.
he told me this yesterday. I was like, Jesus,
That's
George,
fucked.
Jesus.
That's
I mean, it makes sense though.
Oh, okay. Here's an interesting thing, right? So we were all just reminiscing about like how we all used to play video games. Why did that stop?
You got a PlayStation.
Yeah.
No.
No, no. After high school, we just stopped doing it. Low key,
I
we
was
did.
still on.
No.
No,
No,
Problem
Bill
was-
always had an Xbox. He's right.
I mean, he always had an Xbox. So we just stopped playing games together.
I always wondered why.
well, I was also, once again, I was always playing single player games like Fallout or Skyrim.
Yeah, you're just a loser.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And I was at Harry Aziz working.
Yeah, I think it's because our real lives started to actually kick in once we got out of high
Yeah.
school. I went to college. You three had to start working, so it's like we just don't have the time to do it as much anymore. But now that we're like kind of used
You
to
know,
our
what, matter of
lives
fact,
now,
ever since I've been on my own, I've played online, like multiplayer, but like twice.
Dude,
Twice.
you and me used to wreck in zombies.
I'm saying like what's how long has it been now? 3 years, almost 4 years. I've been
on your own.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been.
I mean,
about-
you could say longer than that, but like realistically.
Well, yeah, no, yeah, like literally like away from home. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess it's been about almost 4 years now. I think 4 years. Yeah.
Mhm.
Damn.
That's how long we've
And
been in high school.
I've played online multiplayer twice within that 4 years. One on my console, once on my own console.
Yeah.
That is crazy to think about.
Mm-hmm. But you know,
Damn.
but when we get to that Xbox, you're gonna play all the time because, you know.
Wait, no, I'm tripping. I did it a little bit more than that.
Did you?
Yeah, no, I'm totally tripping.
Yes.
This
Because
is
I used to play Last of Us online a lot. I just remember
that game is supposed to be real good online.
Oh my fuck! Oh, you guys don't have PlayStation?
I've played it. I just
It
never
is
did online.
so much fun online. Holy shit! It's so bro. Talk about intense.
Yeah.
I've
I've
not
seen
played
it,
an
but-
online game like that's as intense as that
Dude,
because
the single player is intense. Trying to sneak
Bro,
up on people and beat them
that
to
game
death.
is so
the
good.
online is okay. So it's like Gears of War type combat, right?
Mhm.
Except with survival tactics because you don't have any equipment.
Yep.
You start the game with one magazine for your rifle. One, that's it. No, it's two magazines, so you can reload twice. That's it. And like nothing else.
and you have to find
You
everything
have to
else.
go find everything else. You don't have any grenades. You don't have nothing, and
Mm-hmm.
you have to craft it all. So when you open a box, you better hope it gives you something to craft it. Otherwise, you're just stuck with like 4 fucking rags and 2 shots left in your gun.
and you're screwed.
Yeah, that's happened to me many a times.
Yeah.
It's super intense. And then oh my god,
You scared the living shit out of me.
look at this man, bro. Look at this man. Oh,
Steven just scared the shit out of Cody.
oh my god, I look over, I just see a Hershey Kiss looking at me. I just see, but all I saw was his head. I didn't see any of his shirt. It was just
Yeah, it's just a head.
head. I just totally smacked.
You did.
I smacked. I just see just the way he angled his head. It was just head.
He's got that pointy head too. Which
What? What?
I don't know what he's doing. But I think it's interesting how like the two consoles have like diverged from each other. Because Xbox, you think of more of like a multiplayer, like party system console, and PlayStation's like they have all the story-based content and stuff that you really want out of it. Because like,
I'd say that's pretty accurate, actually.
well, that's why I do my job very well, sir. But
I work at GameStop. I'm important.
like Horizon Zero Dawn, for instance, there's not a game like Horizon Zero Dawn on the Xbox.
It's true.
You can't think of one.
Nope.
Same way
or
there's-
Last of Us.
Yep, the same way there's not a game like Gears of War on PlayStation. In the same way, there's not a game like Halo on PlayStation. They just kind of diverged from each other, which is why, like, when people ask me, like, what's the difference? I'm like, I mean, one is more story based.
Xbox is definitely more social.
Yeah,
That's true.
Xbox is the more social console.
That's a good.
And
that's a good
their
point.
party system has always been more fluid than PlayStation. Up until recently, because PlayStation stepped their game
yeah,
up. But
PlayStation. But even still, so like one thing I've always noticed is that like PlayStation's like your friends list and your party list always kind of seems to be second thought. Like it's just kind of like in the background. And you have to go search for it. Xbox, it's right. It's always been right there in front of you.
Yep.
God damn.
bro, are you
Raspy.
okay?
Raspy man.
Jesus, that's like the
he said,
10th time.
It's always there.
No, I went to talk and it just nothing came out.
Just nothing came out. Your voice box stopped working for you.
Yep.
But I think like I think a PlayStation. I know George has been on Xbox his entire life, and that's why he likes Xbox. But I think a PlayStation should be good for you because you like that. Leave me the hell alone. I just want to play a single player game
And there's
kind
a
of
lot
aspect.
of really
No, there
good
are
single
really-
player games.
I've always wanted a PlayStation,
Bro,
and just once again, you should always buy what all your friends have. So in case you do want to,
That's also factual.
yeah, people are like, oh well, PlayStation has this and Xbox has it. No, just what do your friends have?
to be honest, the whole reason I bought the PlayStation is because it had better graphics and I wanted to play Fallout.
Yeah, at
Best
the time, yeah.
That was literally the whole reason I bought it at the time.
I mean, now it doesn't, but
Well, the consoles right now, they're to the point where graphics don't really matter a whole lot
Yeah.
because they're pretty comparable.
bro, the Xbox One X, I get yes, it does.
If you have the right TV.
Well, yeah, but
I have a 4K TV now, so.
yeah, like that would look unreal on his TV.
And what was so crazy is Battlefield 1 on my PlayStation now
Looks
on
amazing.
my regular 4K without the PlayStation Pro or Xbox One X. It already looks fucking crazy.
Yep, it just gets better.
The other thing I like about Xbox and it being a more social thing is now you can go to the groups and you can search your game.
He does that all the time.
I do. Like when we're playing Destiny, we need a third person because George won't get on. No, that's literally what I use it for.
Nah,
Brandon,
see,
George.
that's actually really smart because
because you click, you hit the center button, you go 2 tabs left, you hit search for game, you click the game.
'Cause
you're playing,
He's
Yeah,
got
and
the
then you,
buttons just like
Yeah.
memorized.
because wait,
so you can just join, have random people
does
join your
Evan
game to
play
do
it on the
missions.
Xbox? Does he play it on Xbox?
Yeah,
Yeah,
So why the fuck? What? Oh, he's always on his phone on that Destiny app trying to find. Why
You can do it on
through
your phone, too.
Why
But
doesn't he do the
it's
Xbox
directly on
thing?
the Xbox? And the other thing you
I
can
wonder
do
if he
now,
knows about that. I'll ask him.
and the other thing you can do now is you can stream directly from your Xbox to Twitcher.
Just
You mean
Twitcher,
Twitch.
Mixer.
Twitch, Mixer, Twitcher, Mixer.
Twitcher
Salmon,
is not a thing.
Ladder,
Twitch.
Twitch.
Yeah, but it's
I mean,
Mixer.
It's Mixer.
Microsoft has made their own streaming service, which actually is
It's actually
people
pretty-
actually use it, so
Yeah.
it's not like
Really?
yeah.
Like when PUBG came out on
PUBG.
Tuesday,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think I looked at the name of the top like 10 people, and I recognized 3 of the top 10 names because I've seen them stream their PC games on Mixer
Yeah.
of PUBG. So I like recognize the names, and it's pretty cool.
Me and Phil have streamed games of Fortnite before.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get?
I streamed for almost
No.
like 3 hours.
You didn't
one
get any
night.
views?
No, not that I know of. I mean, it was through his thing. I didn't do it. But
You kind of have to get like a following.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like they could hear me, but like I couldn't
Yeah.
interact with them because I could have gone to like the Mixer app and loaded it, but I was like,
Yeah, but it actually puts like a chat overlay over one corner, and you can turn your camera on. They can see you.
You could do the whole shebang.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
And it's all controlled by your Xbox.
Kind of want to. I like I said, even when I bought the PlayStation, my plan still was to get
An
a
Xbox.
Xbox eventually, just because I knew they were going to have games that I wanted. Dead Rising 3, Dead Rising 4,
Bro,
Gears of War,
Dead
Halo.
Rising 3 was great. I didn't play Dead Rising 4, but Dead Rising 3 was great, and I hated Dead Rising 1 and 2.
What the fuck?
yeah. I
Hated
never
them.
liked Dead Rising.
Hated them.
Why?
I was
I
never
don't
a
know
fan
why.
of any of them.
Why?
I don't know why. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not my cup of tea.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I respect how good of games they are. They're just not for me.
Why?
I don't like having to.
No, you know what it was? It was the time system.
Yep.
And see, the problem was everyone thought that the time system was like this extremely crazy thing, but once you understand it, the time system really doesn't even exist, and it actually makes the game more. What's the word I'm looking for?
Enjoyable,
Engaging.
engaging, or
Makes it-
intense.
It makes it a lot more engaging when you have that because so once you understand how the time system works, and if you ever wanted to play it, I could explain it to you while you were playing it. So
I'm not gonna go
They've-
back and play that.
fun. You know what's even fucking crazier? they released Dead Rising 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 4.
Did they?
Yeah, I bought them. I was at GameStop one time. I was like, what?
Oh, they did. Yeah, it's I don't remember what it's called, but I remember that now. Sorry.
No, they're just Dead Rising. And Dead Rising 2.
Yeah, I know, but there was like they remastered them for that specific reason. I just forgot that it came
I
out.
was like, what? So I bought those, but once you understand the way the time system works in that game, it's actually, it just kind of becomes something like, it's almost like I say it's engaging because it's like a necessity while you're playing the game. So it's like you're playing and you're like, okay, you check your, it's just like how you go out about your day.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I have to be here at a certain time. I go there. Eventually, I'm gonna have to go somewhere else at a certain time. It's kind of how it works. It's like an itinerary, but
Okay.
your video game.
I know. I just didn't like the idea of having to follow. Like, I just want to do it at my own pace when I wanted to do it, and not have to like be at certain places at certain times.
I like that because it gives you a sense of urgency depending on what you're trying to do. Because, like, you could go through the whole game and do stuff on time, but still not get the right ending.
Huh.
There's other things that you have to do to get certain endings,
I got you.
which is all based on like what you do at certain times. Like, so for instance, there's side bosses in the game. They're called psychos,
Yeah.
and they're only in certain areas at certain
The
times.
first one's name is Carlos, isn't it?
Do what?
Isn't the first one's name like Carlos?
I don't know.
No.
I don't
It's
think
some
so.
Mexican dude.
Well, they're all. I mean, you say first, but you can get to any of them.
Okay. All right. I feel
You could miss every single psycho in the game
Oh, I don't know.
and still get to the ending.
There was one with the clown.
You
I
could.
believe.
Yeah, the clown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually try to get to him as fast as possible because he drops. And the cool thing is all the psychos, they have certain drops, and then you could pick it up, and so like it could be a weapon or like a certain really good food or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. But the thing is, it always respawns there,
Mhm.
so you can leave and come back and leave and come back and leave and come back and then stock up on something.
Oh, okay.
The clown drops a mini chainsaw. And the thing about the mini chainsaw is you can keep it in your inventory without having to drop it, because the regular chainsaw is like, it's kind of like
A mini turret.
yeah, it's like a mini turret in Halo or something. You
Yeah.
drop it.
Yeah.
But the mini chainsaw, you can keep it in your inventory. So killing the clown is like really useful. And the cool thing about it is it's almost like you want to beat the game. For me, this is how it was, at least. For Dead Rising, it was like you wanted to beat the game so you would know. It was almost like you were learning how to play the game better every time.
I got you.
So like, okay, this happened, and then you start to memorize the times. This happens at this time, and then you can like read up. Okay, what else can I do in between those times? And it almost becomes this thing to where like, you play the game. The more and more you play it, you're like, okay, and then you can start trying to go for different types of completion. Okay, I'm gonna rescue all the survivors for this completion, or I'm gonna kill all the psychos for this completion, or I'm gonna do both, or whatever you want to do. That's just the reason I liked it. I thought it added like a whole nother layer to the game. Well, no, it was me. I just went on like a 20-minute rant about fucking Dead Rising. That's
It
ridiculous.
was
It's
5
a
minutes
good
of us
rant, though.
literally not talking,
Yeah.
except for you, which is
Good
fine.
rant though.
You know, yeah.
It was just, I don't know. I feel very strongly about the game because I feel like it's super underrated, and I just loved them so much because I spent a lot of fucking time playing those games.
One thing I do want to talk about is this new phenomenon of like drops in like the rating systems, rarity systems on games.
What do you mean?
Why has every game adapted the Destiny legendary system?
Well, the Destiny legendary system
That's
is
what
actually
the-
based on something else.
Yeah,
I mean, but that's what everyone's going to assume. But like,
No, I understand where you're coming from.
I think every game. No. I feel like any game that has some type of loot, there's always been some type of system to where like there's special loot.
no, I think it's something that's developed in the past couple years.
It's more recent.
Yeah.
It's a console.
Yeah.
Because I know in the
Yeah.
I know in the Fable games there was legendary loot.
Yeah.
There was legendary weapons. And
But there's always legendary. But I'm saying like the way they classified like the different color systems and like how-
purple.
yeah.
Oh, this is a purple. or
yeah,
something
like
that.
some stuff like that. Because now,
I kind of see what you're saying.
because now when you say, "Oh, I got a blue," everyone knows like, "Oh, that's about the third best thing you can get." If anyone says, "Oh, I have an orange or a yellow," you're like, "Oh, you got the good shit." You know what I mean? It's just become this like thing where it's just like common nomenclature to know.
It's orange or yellow because it's fire.
fire, cuz. Fire, cuz.
Facts, B. Facts.
I just find it interesting because I feel like almost every game I've played since then has that kind of like Fortnite does it.
Yep.
Fortnite has the same thing. where it's like you get
which in my opinion, a game like Fortnite, it's kind of pointless because you don't keep loot.
yeah. But I will tell you, those guns useful. Like when you get a rifle with a scope, your life changes. Like
and when
changes,
that scope is, or when that rifle's purple,
bro. That damage, fire.
yeah. So the higher the color, basically, the more powerful
Right.
it is, the more damage you do.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I just find it interesting because it's like I can't remember, like before I know it's from other games, but before Destiny, I can't remember a game I played that did that.
You know what they need to do though? You know what Microsoft needs to do? I think it was Bethesda actually.
Well,
You know what they need to fucking do? They need to remaster Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 and make a fucking new one.
was it the Bethesda who made that game?
No, it wasn't.
Obsidian.
I think it might have been them. Yeah.
A lot of
I
those,
get them mixed up.
a lot of those companies are gone though. Like,
Who? Obsidian?
no, I'm saying like a lot of the companies that made like older games like that, a lot of them are gone because EA and bigger companies keep eating them up.
Well, whoever the fuck bought up that bush, I don't care. I want a remaster, and I want a new one because those games.
Fire, cuz.
my god!
What, you good?
I just had like a heart attack.
Why?
Because I tried to like minimize it and I accidentally pressed the X and I about like cried. Like I almost broke down on this. Okay, we're good. So I fixed it. It's fine. We're good. Go on. Because I was gonna
Don't
look,
touch the
I was gonna look up who bought up what company, but
I'm
it's
pretty
fine.
sure Obsidian made. I can look it up right now. It's Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. You fucking got
Why he's doing that, George? Did you know that EA bought not EA? EA has always made Mass Effect, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
no,
the
BioWare and Obsidian, by the way.
The company that made Mass Effect Andromeda, they shut it down.
Yeah, I heard about it, and I don't care.
What?
I don't wrong. I liked Andromeda, but not getting another one's not gonna change my life at all.
Bro, you're crazy. Mass Effect is one of the greatest gaming series in the world.
but
BioWare is the same people who made
Mass
Jade
Effect.
Empire, Mass Effect,
Dragon Age.
Dragon Age.
Yep.
Like, make another one.
They
goddamn it.
they made Star Wars too, didn't they?
Old Republic, yeah.
No, I think they made the I want to say they had a hand in Battlefront.
BioWare.
Yeah, I think so.
Nah.
Because EA makes Star Wars. So.
Their parent company is Electronic Arts.
Yeah. But I think BioWare made part of or have like their name is on Battlefront. I'm not 100% sure that. I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I mean, I haven't looked in the case in forever. When people buy it, I just kind of grab it and throw it on the counter and say, "Here you go."
I don't think so. They did have Star Wars: The Old Republic, which was that online game,
Yeah.
which pissed me off. Sad excuse for a fucking rehash of Knights of the Old Republic, because they did that because everyone kept asking for it, and they're like, "Oh, we'll do a fucking online game, and
Yeah.
it's kind of in the same universe. That's cool, right?" And everyone's like, "No, we asked for something else."
Star Wars IPs have been kind of shit since those old ones. Because think Battlefront, people hate it because there was no campaign to it.
Yeah.
They eventually got over it, yeah, but now Battlefront 2, still fucking up. Like,
The old Battlefront 2, though, was
Hey,
amazing.
yeah, the old Battlefronts were fire, but for some reason, after those, every Star Wars game has been like dog shit.
no, Force Unleashed was those.
Okay,
those
yeah,
were, those were
but-
hits, bro. Hits.
quick question. This is gonna be for you two, more or less. Unless Phil played these games as well. Bethesda, a little bit after Fallout 4, said they were gonna be making a new IP. How do you guys feel about
I'm
that?
excited.
Yeah,
I remember you told me that. You told us that.
like 2 weeks, 2 or 3
both
weeks
of
ago.
y'all told me that. I
Yeah.
think. But yeah, no, that made me excited. Because, look, a new Elder Scrolls would be cool, but let's be real. The same two games over and over and over just kind of gets old.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they're thinking of.
Yeah. Apparently, also the team's getting sick of doing them as well.
I mean, yeah.
Like, yeah. So you go straight from 1950s to old school to fucking back to the 1950s.
They just keep making the same shit over and over. I mean, like, there's...
Bro, but their formula's making them money.
I mean, yeah, no,
Crazy.
it's great and all, but I feel like, being a creative, you want to do something different.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Also,
that makes me excited because since they've done some of the same stuff over and over and over and over again,
they've
makes
done
me
it as fuck.
it makes me really excited because maybe they're about to make something like
Mind-blowing.
really cool. Yeah.
yeah.
I know also when they did this is granted this is like 2 years ago at this point. They what's it called?
He's got the same dumb look on his face over
I
there.
just kind of zoned out.
Yeah.
Spacing
I was
out.
trying to remember when Destiny 1 came out and where I was.
What the
You were
fuck?
at GameStop buying it. For
Well,
me.
no, I
Where
was
were
trying to
you
remember,
during
like-
9/11?
I was trying to remember, did I have a bedroom or was I living in the family room?
The first Destiny?
Yeah. Because we were all there
It
for
was
the midnight.
2010? No,
No.
13?
13, I think.
Was it 13?
Yeah.
No,
It was 14.
It was before that because they said they had a 10-year plan, got to year 2 of it, and then did nothing with it.
No,
after that.
there were 4 years.
Did they do 4 years of it? I think they only did the 2.
Well, each DLC was technically like a new year.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
But-
then 2014,
So-
2013. My bad.
Yeah. When they announced that they might be making a new IP as well, they also what's it called? But they bought it. They opened a new studio, and then on top of that, they also they took in I think an extra 100 people into their normal studio, which I think that's awesome because
Yeah.
you can crank out more games and all that good shit. And Bethesda, they do very good work with the small team they have.
I will say though,
Hmm?
it could go bad really fast. Like
Facts.
they could potentially make something really really cool, or just fuck it up really bad and
Oh,
be
yeah.
like, well, back to Skyrim.
They can do the old Ubisoft move. Which, by the way, I think Ubisoft has probably got the greatest comeback from like video game softwares out of any company.
How?
They made Unity, and then turn around and start
What's-
making all these good ass games that come out that everyone buys
Unity.
and loves again.
No, they made another one after Unity Syndicate, which wasn't horrible.
It wasn't horrible, but it
It
was
just
like the
wasn't
transition
good.
period between getting back to the way like the creativeness that they had,
Mm.
and then they come out with like Rainbow Six Siege. That game is blowed up so huge that like it's become an esport thing now.
Really?
Yeah, and that's Ubisoft.
Is it fun?
Yeah, I don't really like that kind of multiplayer. I really don't like because it's like you have to have like a team with you unless you have a group of guys that you do with all the time. You don't like it's hard to communicate sometimes, but it's fun because it's very tense. Because it's
I
like
always liked the Rainbow Six games. Those were
this
always
one's a lot
my-
different though because there's no campaign to it.
I always what?
It's all online.
Hmm. Yeah, I always played the Rainbow Six Vegas games. I played the shit out of them.
They still have Terrorist Hunt,
I played the shit out of those games.
but I mean Ubisoft I feel like they've been winning because like they're about to put out Far Cry 5. They had Assassin's Creed Origins, which is
I'm not gonna lie, I'm super excited for Far Cry 5. Every time I hear about a new Far Cry game, I'm excited. Ever since 3.
but people hated Primal.
no,
Ever
Primal was
since
awesome. I
three
like Primal.
was awesome. I have 4, and I refuse to finish it just because it's so fucking ass. Because they didn't do. They literally were like, okay, well, Far Cry 3 did good. What if we did the same thing, but let's make the characters Indian? Well, yep, that works.
No, originally it was actually supposed to be Jason Brody again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why Ajay doesn't seem like that much of a person because they didn't really flesh him out because he was just supposed to be Jason.
Stupid, bro. It
Yeah.
made me mad.
See, okay, Dark Souls.
God, that game is so good, but
I
it
picked-
infuriates the fuck out of me.
Caleb got it, and I think 2 weeks later, he just like unplugged his Xbox, put it in a drawer, and like put the game. And he was like, "Here, have this game. I don't want it."
Yep. That game made me almost throw my Elite controller through the goddamn TV.
Yeah. So I borrow it. Right. Well, yeah. I ended up giving it back eventually because I hated the fucking game. But
It's,
Oh, wow.
it's a great
Yeah.
game. It's just so fucking infuriating. Like, I
'Cause it's
cannot
so
stand
hard.
it.
That's that upsetting.
Yes.
I played for probably a week.
Like,
I
are we
couldn't-
talking about like George on SWAT level rage quit?
Oh, bitch, I was
yes.
tremendous on
yeah.
SWAT. Don't
yeah.
even start.
Like, there are times I just turn off my fucking Xbox.
That's
'cause I
one of
can't
the
do
things that people liked about Dark Souls is it just made people rage quit because it was so fucking difficult.
All right, Classical Urban's going to be doing a Let's Play of me in Dark Souls, losing
We
my
might.
shit.
Bro, I
that
can-
would be
it.
fun.
Literally, I can hand you the controller and you'd lose your shit.
All right, let's
But
do
okay,
it.
so
I
as
don't
I was
have it
saying,
anymore, but I can
Damn
get
it.
it.
He's like, I don't have that shit anymore.
played-
don't even
I
wanna
mean,
look
I
at
can
it.
get it for a couple days.
He's like, I don't even want to look at it.
I
No,
played.
bro.
I played after night, after work every night for a week, and I never got past the tutorial boss.
Are you serious? He is so easy. He's the easiest one in the game. What are you doing?
Don't tell him that. He'll get mad.
That's when I got mad and gave up, and then my brother walked in and beat it in 30 minutes.
Yeah, the first boss isn't the hard one. Honestly, it's not even the bosses.
Your
It's
ass.
it's the
Well, okay. Apparently, I didn't know there's an
Ass.
invisible ladder that you climb up, so you can keep doing this one attack over and over and
Oh,
just
see,
destroy
I
him.
didn't even know that. I just whooped his ass.
See, every time I'd go near him, he'd literally just kind of shuffle to the side, and then I'd die.
You just have to keep rolling, bro. Roll.
I don't just want to sit there and roll and roll and roll.
That's
I'm
how
used
you
to-
survive. That's
But
what
I was used to, like Lord of the Rings, Return
No,
of the King, and those
no,
old ass games. where you
no.
just charge in there and
Cody. Every enemy can kill you in one shot almost.
Yeah.
Every single one.
I know.
It's in.
I've watched Evan play Bloodborne a few
It's
times.
Bloodborne's the hardest one too.
Really?
So it gets easier after that, but like it is infuriating.
The one that he was playing, the other one, Neo. I saw him playing that.
That one's-
I want to get that one. That looks fun.
Yeah, it looks fun, but I can't do it. After the Dark Souls ruined it for me. I just
think-
can't do it.
I was getting Game Informers back then, and I was
Thanks for
They-
throwing shade at the job. That's cool.
they
I still
actually
get Game Informers, but mine are electric, which I was kind of like on electric.
Shock the shit out of you.
Video games. Electronic, and I'm kind of mad about that because I like the paper ones.
but the
They're nice.
I didn't.
there was a dude who was reviewing Dark Souls 2 when it came out,
Yeah.
and I forget exactly what his article said, but he's like, "This game is broken. I hate it.
He just couldn't
You'll
do
probably love it,
it. Yeah.
but I can't. It breaks logic. This is not a video game.
What
It's
it-
torture."
What it is about the game is that like, so like you can your first run through something, it can be fantastic. You can kill everybody, no problem. You know, you might take a couple hits, but you can heal up easy, whatever the what. You get to the boss. Obviously, the boss will be harder, so you die. After that, every time you go through that level, you get fucked up by everybody you already just killed. For some reason, they just become 30 times harder, and you forget how to kill them. And they're relentless.
You have to like start from like damn near the beginning too.
No,
right?
so like there's they call them bonfires. Every time you go to a bonfire, it saves that checkpoint. But bonfires are very few and far between. They're hard to find. So usually it's after you kill a boss you get one. But like there's a lot of people between you and that boss after that point, and it is infuriating. Like I can't do it. Like I got to like one of them, a tree just becomes alive and like just starts fucking your shit up, and I'm like, what is happening? So I start rolling around. I fought this thing 20 times. Died every single time right before I was about to kill him. That made me hate the game forever, and that's the moment I almost destroyed a $150 controller for over a $20 game.
Which $150 controller is already a ridiculous situation to be in.
Absolutely.
Didn't pay $150 for it, but you know, it's just the idea of it.
Anyone who paid $150 for a controller is
Stupid.
stupid. Yeah.
They're usually, I mean, most of the time it's pro esports athletes who.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm just saying.
Why in the who the fuck idea was like, it's a nice controller.
Yeah.
$150. Yeah. that sounds
I
about
will
right.
tell you, after holding it, I can't hold a normal Xbox controller. I
Hey, Cody.
fucking hate it.
You see this tube mod right here? It's custom, handmade, gold plated. It's
Shut
gonna
up.
be $3,000.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
that was a thing too. You got to remember that.
What?
Tube mods with just the button on the bottom.
Yeah.
Some of them were going like $2,000 to $5,000.
When?
3-4 years ago.
No.
Yep.
No.
Cody's like,
Yep.
I
No.
refuse. No.
I got my tube mod.
They're
Yeah,
talking
no, we
about
had the
vapes for the
cheap-
people
we
who don't
had-
know.
I didn't have a cheap one.
It
I had
wasn't
the
cheap, but
I
we
had the flagship.
Yeah.
I had the first flagship ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Mine was the
And
first
it, wa-
one.
And it was what, 100?
Fun fact of the day, I had the very first flagship mod ever sold to a customer. I was the first one ever to have
Mhm.
one.
Like in the state or
Ever.
oh,
Because I went to the release day, I bought it. I was the first one in the door for that shit.
How much did you pay for it?
I don't even remember. I think it was $150 or something like that.
That's
I
what I
think.
was thinking. But
so
no,
you
I-
paid $150 for a tube,
A copper tube, yeah, that holds a battery with a button.
and you're gonna yell at people for buying a $150 controller.
Vape life, bro. Vape Nation, bro.
Gaming life, bro. But no, for like, there's something with that controller. I don't know what it is,
Vape Nation, bro.
but it like I can't hold an Xbox controller. Like they can make all these cool skins for Xbox controllers now that I just don't even want them anymore because it's like I wouldn't be able to use it.
Vape Nation, bro.
Are you done?
Clouds, bro.
Okay. You know, you guys realize we've been talking about video games for an hour, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
I'm just saying,
Video
so
games
you
are
know,
great, bro.
they are.
Video game, bro.
Bro, I always hate when people are like video games make our kids violent. I'm like, no, your kid's mind makes them violent.
No, I
Your
hate
shitty raising techniques.
I hate people who blame any form of entertainment for being the cause of someone else's actions. No. If that person is not able to discern reality from entertainment, then
There's a bigger problem there.
Yeah, there's a bigger problem. It's not because someone made a music video of someone shooting someone. It's like, no, that's not why that kid shot somebody.
I will say though, GTA 5 is the one game that I find the exception in. Not because of the
No.
not because of the violence.
No.
Because of everything else in it.
The game is a nothing but satire. It's clearly a joke.
I understand that, but an 8-year-old kid's not gonna understand that.
Well, that'd be why the game says 17 plus.
But I'm saying no. But like, there are kids who come in and are like,
so
oh, I want GTA.
those kids who have the games, and then when they go and do goofy shit,
I mean,
it's not the game's fault.
It's the parents.
Parents. It's always the parents.
I'm saying
Period.
I'm saying that it shouldn't be like with parent permission, because parents, they're like, obviously when we're older we're gonna understand that.
It shouldn't be people out here reproducing anyway.
That's
but,
factual.
You know, I'm not
Also,
gonna
if
get
you're
into that
buy
again.
something for your kid, maybe you should do is a little fucking research.
You don't even need to do research on Grand Theft Auto. The name of a game of crime. It's a felony.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like the language in it, the way people talk, the actions they do other than kill people, like the first scene where you meet Trevor. A little kid's gonna be kind of fucked up in his head by that.
What, fucking some dude or fucking
A crackhead
yeah, fucking
while watching the news.
crack whore.
And
And
then
then-
threatening to
And then 5 minutes later, literally stomping out her boyfriend's head,
after threatening to sexually
peeling
assault them.
peeling brain matter off of his shoe. Like, come on, a kid. I don't care. Like, a kid's
They're
gonna.
not supposed to be playing the game.
I understand that, but I feel like
My kids are gonna play whatever the fuck they want to play. You know why? Because I'm gonna be able to tell them like, hey, remember this shit is fake. It's a video game. You can't do that. They'll be like, yes, I know.
But think about it, did your parents like sit you down and have that conversation with you about video games?
No, I had to figure this shit out by my own.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Sometimes I still think about stealing shit, and then I'm like, well, I can't do that.
my point.
What? I'm saying. I'd be like, I could really just get in that car and drive off. But then I was like, well, this isn't GTA, so
You don't
no-
just respawn if you die.
there's
So
no stars.
you just go to jail. I'm just saying, like, I feel like I think that the public isn't made more aware of those ratings and why they're rated that way, because it's like, especially GTA, because it's like there's so many things in there that's like so taboo to talk about that no one wants to discuss.
The public is as aware as they want to be because it gives you all the reasons right on the back of the game: blood and gore, sexual content,
But that can mean a number
drug
of things.
use. Blood and gore.
Don't give the children under 17 is pretty self-explanatory though.
I mean, I understand that, but like
Blood
we had M games when we were under 17. Like
Yeah,
that
I don't know about you, but I
that
had
rating,
bad parents.
like I have to follow that rating for my job, but like that rating, I mean, to me, it literally means almost nothing, because as long as your parents are like, yeah, I don't care, the kid's gonna go play it anyway. So it's like, there's a few parents that I noticed that come in here like, oh, I care about ratings. Like no kid in high school has a mom that's really gonna care about ratings. Granted, there are a few, and I feel sorry for those kids because their life sucks, but like, the kids are still gonna play whatever the fuck they want to play.
More or less.
And I feel like if they knew, if like GTA was filled with so many things that the public and people are scared to talk about, and would just open up and be like if I could openly at work, like I say all the time, oh, one of the main characters fucks a crack in the first 5 minutes you meet him. Like, that's going to be like, yeah, I don't want my kid seeing someone that happened. Like, that's not okay. If I could say that, it'd be great. But no, I have to be like PC about it and be like, oh, there's sexual content and nudity, which you could literally see like her ass, and that's like, oh, that's nudity. No, that's not nudity. That's
Nah,
just
bro,
like,
there's straight dicks in that game.
bro, that's what I'm saying. Like,
There's straight up penis.
penis.
Like straight up penis.
I just feel like the ratings.
Did you ever
need to-
find the nudist colony?
Yep, bro. There's so
They're
many
so
penises.
scary.
I think I killed them all.
Did you?
Bunch of
But
men
before we-
shooting you with their
We're gonna
dick
wrap up here
hanging
in a
out.
minute, but that game, the lifespan of that game, ridiculous.
Oh yeah, it's because they made a timeless online.
Yep, it's what going on almost 10 years now.
How excited are you guys for Red Dead 2?
10 years.
7, about 7.
I'm like, motherfucker, that game hasn't been out since I was 11. What the hell are you talking about?
No, it's probably. I mean, but
Nah, the game's
7.
probably like 5.
no, it's longer than
Yeah,
that.
bro, because I was driving when that game came
It's
out.
longer than that.
I was driving to JEL every morning when that game came out.
It would have been junior senior year.
Seniors.
Which
Senior
okay,
for
so
Hold up.
6 years.
What game are we talking about? It
GTA
says-
5.
Oh yeah.
6
no, that came out in
years?
2013.
Yeah, bro, what are you talking about?
No, it's been longer than that.
No,
2013.
bro. What did I just tell you? The game came out when I was You know how I know that? Because before the game came out, there was a YouTuber by the name of Typical Gamer. And me and Dom, after JEL every morning, used to watch a video by him because he came out with a new GTA video every single day until the game was released.
Why does it feel like it's been longer than that?
Because you're retarded.
No.
Damn.
Because you're a dad.
Shut up.
Damn.
That too.
Because I feel like it's been
4
way
years.
longer than. Oh no, I'm just yeah. You're right. I'm just getting my dates because I'm thinking of the 360, not the.
4 years.
It's never mind.
4 years.
Yeah, you're right.
I know I'm right.
I know. I did. I wasn't saying that you were wrong. I'm
Okay.
just I know what I was thinking of.
Ew, your arms are fucking
Warm.
no.
What?
Fucking.
Go ahead.
You feel like a scraggly dog. Like when dogs get really old and their fur is just kind of all unkempt and scraggly
It's
feeling.
Arm hair.
Yeah.
That's what you feel like. I'm not. Anyway,
I feel the
thank you for joining us on the Classically Urban Podcast.
Kind of offended.
We'll see y'all next week.
I'm Baby Ice Cube.
I'm OG Philly G.
I'm George Georgopoulos.
And I am the Legacy.
Peace out.